Brand new this morning, Colorado's newest congressman, Republican Greg Lopez, was just sworn in yesterday. Now, Lopez, he won the special election vacancy to fill the rest of Ken Buck's term in office.
So we are live with Representative Greg Lopez now and his plans for his short time in Congress. You're going to be there till the end of the year, and you're not running for the spot. We know that Lauren Boebert is running on the Republican side of things for that seat. So what are your plans? I mean, are you going to introduce sweeping legislation while you're there in Washington? What are you thinking, Representative?
Well, my plans is to come here and have good dialogue with my colleagues. Last night at the swearing-in ceremony, there were some very gracious remarks made by Congressman Diana DeGette, and I've met the opportunity to meet with the other congressional delegation. And so looking forward to uniting and talking with them and bringing collaboration. When it comes to the legislation, of course, making sure that, I bring a conservative voice to represent Congressional District 4 for all the residents there in Colorado. But I'm also looking to bring some good dialogue to what's happening with the border crisis, but also making sure that, our farmers and our ranchers and all the interests of the residents of CD4 are being addressed.
Now, I know you have a history in politics, serving as mayor in Parker several years ago, but did you ever think Congress was something on your to-do list? And I kind of want to ask you, are you soaking in the weight of this moment now as a sitting congressman?
To be honest with you, it wasn't something that was on my bucket list. I am a former, as you know, I served in the military, and I felt that, there was a call to duty, and I stepped forward, and I was very grateful for the vacancy committee to select me to be their voice here, and the voters to be the voice of Congressional District 4. And it is a very interesting time, not only in our history, but for me to be here, to be able to vote on certain issues, and also to experience what's happening here in Washington prior to the election, those types of things. So it's a very exciting time for me and my family, and I'm just looking forward to doing the best job that I can and make Colorado proud.
Well, and let me just throw this back. Back in the 90s when you ran for mayor of Parker, you were a Democrat. Yes. Obviously you've been a Republican for decades now, but what we see happening in Washington today, I just feel like it's so stinking divisive. And I know you're only there for a short time, kind of holding this seat till the end of the term, but do you wish that we could see people just kind of getting along in a different way politically?
I do. I'm so glad you mentioned that, because in my remarks, when I was able to address the entire Congress, I did mention that, I vowed to stay true to respect, unity, friendship, collaboration, and most importantly, being a statesman. Being a statesman because I believe that's what the good people across the nation are looking for in their leaders. So that's what I bring to the table. I was very pleased to recognize that they took my remarks very warmly, and I had actually a standing ovation for my remarks. So I think we're in the right place.
Now, obviously, we know you have to leave your post in January when either Lauren Boebert or Tricia Calvarese will go on to win that seat for the next 2 years. But do you think you're going to have the itch to want to run again in the future?
Everybody keeps asking me that. I can tell you this. What I tell people is, look, there's plenty of time to focus on what might be in the future. But for now, I'm going to focus on the job that I've been entrusted to do for the next 6 months. And that's just be the congressman for Congressional District 4 for the state of Colorado. But who knows what the future may hold for me. But I know where I am today, and I know where I'm going to be for the next 6 months.
All right. Representative Greg Lopez for the next 6 months. As you mentioned, you'll be there sitting as a representative in Congress, representing Colorado. We appreciate your time, and keep us posted. Good luck. It's an interesting position to be in, to essentially kind of be holding that seat until somebody wins the election come November.